1, 2, 3, or 4. Why don't you win $1 million on the first selection?
Door number 3, please.
All right. $1 million, you did it! You got it!
Last Saturday, Randy Carmen of Greencastle went for it and became a Hoosier Millionaire. The next chance could be yours. Tonight's Lotto Cash drawing is worth an incredible $4.5 million. From Indianapolis, it's time to play Hoosier Millionaire. Now here are your host and hostess, Mark Patrick and Barbara Hobbs.
Thank you, studio audience. Hello, Indiana. Welcome to the Hoosier Millionaire. We're looking forward, Barbara, to playing our game at the Indiana State Fair this Friday.
We sure are. We'll tell you a little bit more about that later. And I'm looking forward to this big Lotto Cash jackpot tonight.
$4.5 million to give away. Plus, we're hoping to have another millionaire on our show tonight. Tony, who are our 6 contestants?
Thanks, Mark. Player number 1 is Dwayne Ramsey of West Terre Haute, the father of 2 and co-owner of the Overhead Door Company. Dwayne owes his good fortune to his son, who purchased the lucky entry ticket and mailed it in with Dwayne's name on it. Dwayne's entry ticket was purchased at Super America in Terre Haute. Player number 2 is Jessica Nemec of Hammond, a packer for the Solo Cup Company in Chicago. Though she's a regular Hoosier Lottery player, Jessica says this is her very first TV entry ticket. Jessica hopes to win enough money to buy a car and go to college. She purchased her lucky entry ticket at Whittam Save-A-Stop in Hammond. Player number 3 is Rex Cheney of Hartford City, the father of 3 and the co-owner of TWO Furnishings. Rex's brother and his family were in town visiting last Saturday when they saw Rex's name announced on our show. He says they all just went crazy. Rex bought his winning ticket at Dee's Park and Shop in Hartford City. Player number 4 is John Ruck of Lafayette, the father of 2 and the self-employed owner of rental property and coin laundries. John is a big fan of IU and Purdue basketball and plans to use his grandchildren's birthdays in selecting his numbers. John purchased his lucky ticket at local bar in Lafayette. Player number 5 is Irene Shannon of Indianapolis. She's the mother of 1 and says she's never won anything before. When Irene saw her name announced on our show last week, she had just enough time to say, "That's me," before the phone started ringing. Irene bought her entry ticket at Village Pantry number 591 in Indianapolis. And player number 6 is Gary Bradbury of Mishawaka, a welder for Leidig Industrial Systems. Gary's been working in Florida, and when his mom called to tell him the good news, he didn't believe her, so he asked his dad, and then his brother just to be sure. Gary's mom says he enjoys music, fishing, and girls, but not necessarily in that order. Gary's lucky ticket was purchased at Grape and Edison Marathon in Mishawaka.
Let's play the Hoosier Millionaire. Each of our contestants has 3 number selections worth $1,000 to $10,000. The top 2 cash prize winners advance to our playoff round, and the winner of that round goes to our millionaire board. There are 2 bonus prizes on the board that do not count toward your cash prize total. We're ready to start with you, Dwayne Ramsey of West Terre Haute. Welcome to the show. You all set?
All set.
You look a little nervous. It was one of those deals where you kind of moved your mouth and nothing came out, Dwayne.
Right.
You ready to throw out that first number?
30.
Number 30. All right. Any particular reason why?
Granddaughter's birthday.
Okay. $8,000. Attaways. You're feeling better now, aren't you? All right. How old is your granddaughter?
8.
She's 8?
She's going to be 8.
Well, how fitting. Jessica, my suggestion is if you know somebody 10 years old, how are you?
5.
All right, go ahead and give us your first number.
13.
Number 13 for Jessica, lucky 13, and it gives her $3,000. Good choice. Rex, with us from Hartford City.
Yes.
Finish off this front row, doing really well.
Okay, number 1.
Number 1. Had it in his mind all week. $5,000. John, they're getting some big numbers, but they're leaving you some good ones up there as well. Which number would you like to start?
Number 12.
Okay, is that special?
I had a grandson born on the 12th and a granddaughter born the 12th month.
Okay, $2,000. Good start. Irene, welcome.
Thank you.
I don't know if we've had a more nervous bunch on this show, but now everybody else has kind of lightened up once they've won the money, Irene, so I hope you do the same. Give us your number.
Number 17.
All right, what's 17?
17.
17, 17. $7,000, that's what it is. Well, Gary, they've gotten the big numbers so far. Why don't you finish this thing off by giving us a bigger one?
Well, the Cubs are 12 games back today, so let's go for 11.
I love that logic. $5,000. Made perfect sense to me. Tony Lamont, why don't you recap that round for me?
Thanks, Mark. Dwayne Ramsey of West Terre Haute has $8,000, followed by Irene Shannon of Indianapolis with $7,000. And Rex Cheney and Gary Bradbury have $5,000 each.
All right, thank you, Tony. And since the Cubs are 12 back, we'll be back right after this. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Hoosier Millionaire. Our game is played under the supervision of the Hoosier Lottery and the independent accounting firm of Deloitte and Touche.
Wow, what an audience we've got here today on the Hoosier Millionaire. We have yet to give away our 2 bonus prizes, and the $10,000 amount is still on the board as we begin round 2 with contestant number 4, John Runk. John, we start with a contestant with the lowest dollar amount. $2,000, not too bad so far yet, though. Now, Tony said in the open that you're an IU and Purdue basketball fan.
Right.
That pretty much makes you happy with everybody in the state, doesn't it?
Well, right.
John, I went to Ball State. You're a big Ball State fan, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay, John, you're touching all the bases. Now, how can you get away with being an IU fan when you live in Lafayette?
Well, I kind of keep it a secret.
Oh, no longer, by the way.
A closet fan, right.
And you're playing today. You said you were going to use your grandchildren's birthdays?
Right.
And did you use one in the first round?
Right.
Okay. Well, let's give us a second one here and win big money.
Tried 24. That's my anniversary and a granddaughter's birthday.
Okay, 24. $1,000. All right. This is contestant number 2, Jessica Nemick. Jessica, feel better after you won that $3,000?
Yeah, a lot better.
Now, you're from Hammond, and this is going to break a lot of people's hearts. How many TV entries have you sent in?
1.
First one you sent in, 1.
Yep.
Wow. Unbelievable. And what are you going to do if you win the money?
I don't know. Buy a car, go to college.
Anything you will, please,
Yep.
right? All right. Well, you've done well so far. Which number would you like as your second choice?
27.
27. Is that a good number?
I don't hope so.
All right. $1,000. Hi, Rex.
Mark.
Rex Cheney from Hartford City, $5,000 so far. You feeling confident, feeling good. And you own a business in Hartford City, right?
Yes.
Now, who was it?
TWO Furnishings. Furniture for the lounge and the studio.
You think we need an upgrade in the furniture here?
Yes.
How's the chair you're sitting in? Is that okay, Rex?
It could be.
Could you get a
more
leather
exuberant.
cover on it for us,
Sure.
you think?
Yes.
What else do we need? Anything?
Both sofas in the lounge.
Yeah.
We'll replace those.
The green room really wasn't up to your standards.
No, no.
And where again could we buy a new one?
TWO in Hartford City, Indiana.
All right. And just to show you how giving the Hoosier Millionaire is, we're not going to charge you for that blatant commercial, Rex.
Great. Thank you.
Now, who was it that works for you that has been on our show before?
Maria Terry.
Oh, terrific.
She was a contestant.
Did well.
How, 3, 4, 6 weeks.
Who's answering for you? Is that your wife in the audience?
That's Maria.
Oh, well, that's right. She's here. Welcome. All right, Rex, which number would you like?
8.
Number 8. All right. Have you had that one in mind all week?
My birthday's August.
Good. $1,000. Now, this is Gary Bradbury from Mishawaka. Gary, you weren't even in the state when your name was called. How'd you find out about it?
I called to get my Lotto cash numbers, and they told me you're going to be in the show.
Tough to believe, isn't it?
Tough to believe.
Now, how far out were the Cubs when that happened? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea then.
Now, you were so optimistic about the Cubs. To explain your first choice, you said they were 12 back. After they won today, they'd be 11 back.
Right.
That's the explanation?
That's the explanation.
All right, Gary, I buy it. We've got your second round
Good
choice
work.
here. Now, is this a sports-related one as well?
Oh, not really.
What is it?
Number 3.
Number 3, Babe Ruth's old number.
You got it.
All right. $2,000. Hi, Irene.
Hi.
Irene Shannon from Indianapolis, and you won $7,000 in the first round. Pretty good.
Right.
And you told me before the show, you said, Mark, don't talk to me. I'm really nervous.
That's
don't say anything.
I did say that.
But you're feeling better now,
A
aren't you?
little better.
Now, who's with you at the show today?
My sister, brother, sister-in-law, and 2 aunts.
Okay, so you got a lot of support.
Right.
How'd you find out you were going to be on the show?
I was home alone, and they watching TV, and they called my name.
Phone started ringing, didn't it?
Right.
How many calls do you think you got?
I couldn't tell you.
Good. Well, hopefully you're going to get a bunch more if you become a millionaire here today. What's your second round
I hope.
selection?
7.
All right, 7,000. Wants number 7. Let's see if it's in the cards. $10,000. That's it, Irene. That's good. Just hang in there. You're doing all right. Hi, Dwayne. We're going to give you another pick, Irene. You'll be all right. This is too much fun. You had $8,000 in the first round, and you never really expected to be on the show at all, did you?
No.
Your son purchased the ticket that got you here?
Right.
You know, when we did the show in Terre Haute, people really came out to let me know that there was a difference between where you live, West Terre Haute and Terre Haute. They let me know. Is there what obviously it's not just like living on the west side, is it?
Let's cross the river.
Cross the river?
Right.
All right. Well, make them proud. Give us your second round selection.
Okay, number 2.
Number 2. All right, it gives Dwayne another $6,000. Man, what a show. Wow. This is the kind of thing that you're going to see if you visit us at the Indiana State Fair on Friday for our edition of Hoosier Millionaire. And here to tell you more is Barbara.
You'll want to be at the Indiana State Fair this Friday because it's lottery day. All paid admissions age 18 or older will receive a free lottery ticket. There will be hourly drawings for 100 free instant tickets. And everyone who purchases a lottery ticket will receive a chance to win a 1990 Ford Bronco. And we'll be there playing Hoosier Millionaire at 3 and 6 p.m. in the Farm Bureau building. Seating will be on a first-come, first-served basis. And you'll be able to see that 6 p.m. show, including both Millionaire rounds, televised next Saturday, right here on Hoosier Millionaire. So don't forget, that's Lottery Day this Friday at the Indiana State Fair. We hope to see you there.
And be sure to look for the Hoosier Lottery's new Dream Machine every day at the State Fair. It's time to get back into our game, and Tony, so far, Irene is the big story. Recap it for us.
Thanks, Mark. Irene Shannon is the big story with $17,000. Dwayne Ramsey is following with $14,000. And Gary Bradbury is following with $7,000.
Man, I don't think we've ever had this much winning on our game so far. John, we have our 2 bonus prizes still up on the board. Give us your third selection here. Get back into it.
28.
All right, 28 for John, Barbara. $2,000. John, that's not going to be enough to continue, but you did really well today. $5,000. Thanks for being with us. We had fun. Say hi to Lafayette for us. Okay, Jessica, you have $4,000 so far. Same situation. Get back into the game.
Let's try 6.
All right, 6. We had a lot of birthdays, a lot of anniversaries called off today. $2,000. Again, that won't be enough to continue, but $6,000, pretty good for a $1 investment. Thanks for being with us. Maybe we'll see you again, huh?
You hope so.
All right, congratulations. Now, Rex, $6,000 in cash, millions in advertising so far. Give us that third selection.
29.
All right, what's 29?
Jerry Brown's birthday.
Another plug and worth $1,000. Rex, $7,000 today. Thanks for having us on your advertising show today. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, now, Gary, you've done really well. $7,000. You're chasing Dwayne and Irene, and you're right there. Give us a big number.
Number 9.
All right, he'd like number 9. $3,000. Gary, that gives you $10,000 on the day. Believe it or not, not enough to catch our leaders.
I had a ball.
We had one with you. Thank you, buddy. Congratulations. All right. Dwayne, you and Irene are our last hopes to pull one of those bonus prizes off the board. Which number?
Number 10.
Number 10 adds to his $14,000. $4,000. Great job. 18 on the day. Irene, still our leader. Which number would you like?
4.
All right, number 4. The Lotto tickets. There's another bonus prize. That's it, Irene. She's having a terrific day. Tony, tell her what she's won.
You'll want to be watching our Lotto Cash drawing every Saturday night because you've won 100 free plays for each of the next 52 Lotto Cash drawings. The Lotto Cash jackpot will always be at least $1 million cash, and you'll be in on the action each and every drawing. So even if you don't become a lottery millionaire tonight, you've got 5,200 more chances to hit the big one in Lotto Cash compliments of the Hoosier Lottery.
Wow. And you were just telling me that you've never won anything.
That's right.
Never won anything.
That's right.
But today you're making up for the rest of your lifetime, aren't you?
Right.
You still have your third round selection. Which number?
22.
22. Pull that second bonus off of there. 4,000. Wow, what a day. That's 21,000 for Irene. Now, before we continue with our bonus round, he's back, ladies and gentlemen, after a week off from our show. Cal Hensley, the drawing coordinator. Cal, last week we were so worried about you because you were missing some rumors you were on your deathbed.
Oh, it's always exciting to be back here, Mark, when the Hoosier Millionaire is giving away the big money.
And you told me before the show you thought you were on your deathbed last week when you were in that sand on number 9.
Yes, sir.
All right, Barbara, the number we didn't draw was 21. That's where the instant tickets were. The Cal Hensley fan club is jubilant to have you back. Thank you, buddy. Always good to see you. Okay, now, Dwayne, you trail Irene by $3,000. You can pass her with a $4,000 selection. That's what you need. Which number would you like?
23.
All right, he says with a sigh. Let's hope it's a good number. $1,000. Dwayne, that isn't enough, but what a day. $19,000. Congratulations. Irene, I'll tell you what, an unbelievable day. You have 21,000 so far, and you get that bonus selection now, even though you're automatically going to our millionaire round. Which number would you like just to pile on the cash?
Number 5.
Number 5. Now, you took 7 before because your grandchildren?
Right.
5 is worth $1,000. That gives you $22,000. Congratulations, Irene.
Thank you.
We're going to take a break, and when we come back, Irene Shannon will compose herself, and the Indianapolis resident will go for $1 million. Stay with us.
It's time to find out if Irene Shannon of Indianapolis is going to become our next Hoosier Millionaire.
All right, Irene. We're going to have up to 3 chances to find our $1 million amount on the board to become the next Hoosier Millionaire. Now, our game ends whenever you reveal that non-winning symbol. If you pick the right number, you could win $1 million on your first selection. You've never won anything in your life until today.
No.
Now, if we find out that you won even a little toy somewhere in your past.
Yeah, okay.
No. Now, you have 7 grandchildren.
Right.
That number 7 was good to you
Sure
earlier.
was.
And who's with you at the show today?
My sister and sister-in-law and brother and 2 aunts.
All right. You got all this family here to help you out and hopefully to help you spend the $1 million. Which number would you like to start with?
Number 4.
Okay. Number 4. $1 million! You got it! That's it! I love that. We're going to be back with our check presentation, and coming up in just a few minutes, tonight's $4.5 million Lotto cash drawing. Stay with us. We've just had a terrific audience with us here today at the Hoosier Millionaire. Welcome back to the Irene Shannon Show. Irene, what a day. This is truly amazing. Now, do you have any plans for the money so far? You still kind of seem to be in shock.
I'm still in shock. I don't know yet.
I think you've got some family hoping that you share it,
Right,
possibly.
right.
All right, well, listen, I don't think you've ever seen a check like this. With your check for $1 million, George Watkins from the Hoosier Lottery office. Congratulations, Irene. Wow.
Thank you.
That's great. And good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're going to be back to see if Irene can get this in her purse. But first, Tony has 6 contestants for next week's show.
From the thousands of entry tickets you mailed in this week, approximately 500 envelopes have been selected at random for tonight's drawing. Under the supervision of lottery security and an independent auditor, tonight's contestants are selecting the contestants for next week's show. Joining us on Hoosier Millionaire next week will be Becky Rogers, Nashville, Marty Burton, Franklin, Fred Lohman, Du Bois, Jackie L. Beasley, Bedford, Hubert F. Vance, Dale, and Kimberly Ollis, South Bend.
Don't forget to come out and see us at the Indiana State Fair Friday, August 24th. That's this Friday. We're going to be playing our game at 3 and 6 p.m., and you're all invited. I hope to see you out there. For the Hoosier Millionaire, good night.
Father's wardrobe furnished by Putting on the Ritz. Men's clothing by Arnold's Men's Store. Plants by Nature's Way. The staff of Hoosier Millionaire stay at the Hyatt Regency Indianapolis, your downtown destination.